Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad to be here with you today. I have an interesting story that I think will change your life and those around you. And I remember it was in January of this year. January this year, we were celebrating my daughter's birthday. She was four years old then, and I had a son 4 months old, and we had a party for her. Then the following day was on a Sunday. I woke up very well, went to feed my son. He was 4 months, so gave him milk. Then came to my room, and then just like this, I fell on the bed. And after a bit of commotion, not knowing what happened, my wife took me to the hospital. And at the hospital, I quickly realized that I've lost power in my left hand, I've lost power in my left leg. I cannot see with this eye, I cannot speak. My mouth is facing this direction. And in that confusion, the doctor walked in and told me that I'm having a stroke. And in my mind, I was wondering what is happening. How can I get a stroke? How can I get a stroke? I exercise every day. I eat healthy. I'm young. I don't have cholesterol. I don't have high blood pressure. I'm not stressed. I don't have all those things that are stroke related. But here I was having a stroke, and my health went from bad to worse because I was transferred to HDU, which is the highly dependency unit. I stayed there for 4 days, but the first day my health went very bad. I could not swallow, so they put a tube inside my nose and my mouth for me to eat. But you can see me there, very skinny. That's at the ward. So I stayed 10 days at the ward. But at the HDU, I realized that I was not eating. So they had to put a tube in here. And then something happened. Something happened. Apart from not eating, I was also hallucinating. I was seeing people as animals. I could see a giraffe, a baboon, a monkey, a lion, a snake, and I was very violent. Very violent. I don't know if you can see on my bed there, they had some chains for me because I was scratching people, I was spitting at people, but in my mind, I was seeing animals. Those were not people. So I went mad, and this tube over here, I thought it was a white snake. So I removed it because I thought it was a snake. Can you imagine that? I thought the tube was a snake. So what they did, they drilled a hole inside my stomach, and they put a tube there to feed me. So if you can see very closely, I had a tube in my tummy right there. They had to coil it, they have to put a syringe, and I was being fed like a baby. That was January this year in the hospital. Lost my mind, lost power in my left hand, lost power in my left leg. I could not walk. You can see me there on the last day. I'm doing a thumbs up. That was the last day in hospital. You can see there's a blue chain there. They used that blue thing to tie me up because I was very violent. And you can see I was being wheeled. I was not able to walk. That was the last day in the hospital. I think the greatest day of my life. Going home 2nd February of this year. The last day in the hospital. And then something good happened. You can see this last picture on the left. On my right, I was speaking at a conference this year, 30th of September 2022, exactly 9 months later. 9 months later, I was up on my feet. I could speak, I could lift my hand, I could walk, I could see. So, what happened those 9 months? What happened? Of course, I was given medicine, I exercised a lot, I prayed, I did all those things. But there's two things that really changed my life during that bad season. In that season, I understood my purpose in life. My purpose in life. What is your purpose in life? And number two, my identity. What is your identity? Because I could have easily lost my identity because I was crippled, I was blind, I was lame, I was mute, but I refused to be where I was. And maybe I'm speaking to someone who is going through a similar situation, or maybe it's another illness. There is life after your situation. There is life after your situation. You have a purpose in life. What is that purpose? Identify that purpose. You have an identity. Your current situation and circumstances do not define you. Let me say that again. Your current situation and circumstances do not define you. What is your identity? And those are the two things that really was a lifesaver for me at the hospital and during my recovery. And that's why I was able to make a very quick recovery within 9 months. I was up and about. I've got back to work. I'm a parent once again. You can see I'm moving my hands very easily. Very easily. So I'm here to tell you there's life after stroke or your illness. I don't know what it is, but there is life after that. There is hope. Don't lose hope. Don't look at your current situation and circumstances and lose hope. There is life after that. There is life after that. So thank you. I hope you have found this very helpful. You can share with your friends. You can give it a thumbs up. And thank you for listening to me. Bye bye and take care. God bless.